You are listening to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast. You already know who it is. Your girl, B Rocker. It's Brandy. I'm here every week. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but look at me making it. How are you? How are you feeling today? How did you feel yesterday for Mother's Day? If you were feeling some type of way, and if you are feeling some type of way, I just want you to know you're not tripping. You're not going crazy. You're not having a nervous breakdown. You could be having a mental breakthrough. I hope you are, because we are starting this week off with the full moon, and it's in Scorpio, and it is heavy. I'm going to walk right into that. So if you've been listening to me for a while, or if you listen to other astrology, or you chart the moon, you know that full moons are when the sun opposes the moon, the sun shining its light on the moon, illuminating something that we've been feeling, something about the people, something about our emotions and all the things, something we need to understand. Full moons always reveal something, bring something to an ending or a culmination point. They help us understand. They give us the tea. They reveal secrets, expose something, all of that. We shine a light. We're shining light on the thing. And this full moon being in Scorpio is illuminating deep emotions, deep-seated emotions, things that we thought we healed, repressed emotions, all the things. All kinds of emotions could be coming up that we haven't felt in a while. And we're like, you know what? I really didn't like that shit in 2014 when I was having my Saturn return. Whatever. That's just neither here nor there. But Scorpio is a very deep feeling energy. It is a very investigative energy. It is about how we merge energies with another person, who we bond deeply with, what we share with another person. Scorpio energy is not afraid to go deep in the dark pits, in the ninth ring of Hades, and to pull out something scary and grim and spooky, and to sit face to face with that thing, and be there in the trenches with something that's really, really hard. So if you got a Scorpio friend, you probably noticed they ride with you through some hard stuff, right? Scorpio is a rider. So and today is going there. It's going there. It's going deep down into the thing. This could be coming up in a lot of different ways. It is pulling things out of us. It is pulling things up about how we feel our feelings or how we don't feel our feelings, how we merge or depend on other people. It's pulling up a lot of codependent things, some toxic patterns. And so the sun is in Taurus right next to Uranus. So Uranus is our planet of liberation. It's electric. It's the higher mind. It is our thoughts dialed up to God. So this is the messages we have coming in downloaded from the universe. It's like a lightning strike on the head. Bam, we got a higher message. So this planet is conjunct the sun that's in Taurus right now, exposing a lot of things to us, exposing the hidden parts of ourselves to ourselves through dreams, through messages on Instagram or whatever platform you're on, through other people, through church. Your pastor said something, it landed right yesterday. It was like, man, I've been feeling like that. That's how Uranus works. Uranus comes in and it's going to drop the knowledge right in the solar plexus, right where it lands. So this is also exposing a lot of unhealthy attachments to other people, enmeshment, how those attachment styles, those relationship attachment styles that we could have are a part of a deeper emotional story that has been developing or that originated in childhood, that's been modeled to us, things that we had to let go of or say goodbye to, betrayals, all of those things, friendships, long lost loves, parents, all of those things are really wrapped up in shaping our emotional landscape. And we could feel a way about that, or we could have these feelings that we are projecting onto other people. So we could be feeling a way this week, but that's a good thing. That's good real estate for where we are trying to build our shadow work journey, because there are some sort of dynamics that we need to liberate ourselves from, some sort of dependency on external validation, some sort of idolizing other people, or just being a little bit too unhealthily attached to someone or something. Keep in mind, Neptune has just entered in the sign of Aries, and that is all about the illusions and delusions of leaders and people that we admire and look up to, or the delusions of how we are this leader who want other people to look up to us, and the things that we've been romanticizing, the people that we've been romanticizing and putting on the pedestal. So when Neptune is in Aries during these next 9 or so years, about to be right there with Saturn, that is going to allow us to really look at people for who they are and to get serious about relationships or people that we admire or we want to admire us, and asking us to take everyone off the pedestal. Take everybody off the pedestal, including yourself. Let's take ourselves off the pedestal because we are perfectly flawed. We are human. Your projects are made by human hands. Everything and everyone is going to disappoint you, including yourself. So, to save you the suffering, we want to take people off the pedestal. We want to stop romanticizing and idolizing people. That's not even fair to them. Because when they let you down, now you mad at them, you feeling some kind of way. But guess what? They human. Okay. And when we live by the validation of other people, we're easily deflated when they take it away, because they're going to take it away because we're human. We change our minds. That's just what happens. So the moon is in Scorpio, opposite Uranus and Taurus, whose validation has been giving us a false sense of safety and security. Who have we been relying on to make us feel solid about ourselves? Then people don't know what's best for you. They don't know what's best for us. That is a you and the most high divine spirit knowing. You've never needed anyone to sign off on anything that you've been trying to do, because you got the keys. You have the knowing. You know what's good for you. And you get to clap for your damn self. Also today, Mercury is in Taurus along with the Sun and Uranus, and it's making a square to Pluto in Aquarius. So, Pluto is going to be transforming things in that Aquarius part of our lives for the next 20 years. um, we could really be feeling some kind of way. So this is also cathartic. This is a release. This is how we need to let something go, let some people go, let some people pleasing go to be our own authentic selves. But we can also find ourselves in this circle of thought. We could find ourselves in thought loops. This could feel obsessive. There could be paranoia. And we could be coming up against these internalized power dynamics, not real power dynamics, the powers that we give other people over us, the things that we feel like people are exerting over us. And that is causing us to feel very triggered this week. And that is going to lead us into some really intense power dynamics this Saturday. But let me cook on this for a minute. So we could be ruminating about something. We could be brooding. I just want us to keep in mind that that is something that we are projecting onto other people. They're not actually doing something to us. And even if they are, it is connected to something that we have inside of us that needs to come up for healing, which is what the Scorpio full moon is all about. So you want to let this be a slow start to the week. Fall back. Maybe if you're feeling a little hostile, if you're skating on the ice without a stick, aka you just kind of feeling like things could go left or right because your mood is a little under the surface, just a little tense. Maybe don't have too many conversations. Don't take too many phone calls. Really allow this time for you to go in with yourself, because these triggers are here. They're activated. So this is a good day to journal, to brain dump, to light a white candle, to pray over a cup of water, grab your crystal, something connected to the earth. It could even be a rock. You could even go outside, although I don't know if you should bring a candle outside, because I don't want you to start no fires and say it was my idea. But let's say you don't want to do a candle, you can bring a glass of water outside, and you can have your bare feet on the earth, or put your rose quartz or citrine or green quartz or what have you in your lap. If you're inside, you can light that candle and pray over your water and ask God to hold what's been too hard to carry, what's been too heavy, hold what's been passed down from generations and our lineages that were never ours to hold in the first place. Give that back, because we're going a new way. And then we want to blow out our candle or drink our water or pour it out And we want to release those things that are inside of us that could be keeping us from really, really strong connections, that could be bringing up envy and possessiveness, when it comes to our relationships, just really keeping us from having like this deep bond with one another, projections, all of those things. So as we keep walking our journey, we'll start to see, or you could be seeing now, that every week there is another unfolding of astrological energies that are trying to direct us to our path of authenticity, our own self respect, and to trust our own inner guidance. We never, never needed another person to tell us anything about our journey. We don't need a person to sign off on it. God is always communicating with us. Other people are simply confirming. Even this podcast, you don't need me to tell you this. This is something that God is already telling you, the Most High, the Divine, Queen Mother, Mother Earth, however you experience God, because it is open love here. When you come here, everybody's views are accepted. Those energies, the divine is always going to be speaking to you personally. And sometimes we just need confirmation. We need blue jays and we need butterflies to tell, to just to land it. We need 111 to be like, okay, I hear you, God, you know. So on the 15th, we do have another transit. Jupiter is going to square the nodes of the moon. The moon is full right now, so it's a big deal. We are walking away from certain things and walking towards certain things. That's what that means. We are walking towards the things that make us feel full and safe and aligned, and walking away from things that overpower us, that put us in a box, that misunderstand us, that don't hold space for us. We're walking away from that. And we're resisting some things, we're revisiting some things, and we're honoring our own intuition about that. And when we honor that North Node and walk towards our destiny, the thing that makes us feel full and aligned, we'll start to see abundance from our own governance. And then May 18th, Mercury in Taurus is going to square Mars in Leo. Big, big, big energy. So on one hand, this could bring us to some new courage, as we are positioning ourselves and we're walking on our path. We could have these new ideas and we could have this energy to get it done, taking the lead on something, forging ahead. We're trusting ourselves. We're doing big things. This is a very big creative building leadership type of energy. So that is very good for the things that we're trying to create and the things that we are becoming in this lifetime. On the other hand, on the shadowy side, on the other side of the tracks, somebody got us messed up. Somebody got us messed up, because who they think they talking to? Because it's been time for me to reintroduce myself for a minute now. Somebody got us messed up, or we have somebody else messed up. Remember, everybody's on a journey right now. Everybody's unlearning something. They're healing something. And that is very messy. And our healing journey may bump into another person's healing journey in a very conflicting way. So something could be said. It could be innocent. Buttons could be pushed. Somebody had a tone. This could be at work, at church, at the family function, text messages. Girl, the text messages. Listen, they're going to be unintentional triggers this week. So this Saturday, man, let me tell you, ooh, our new voices of truth tend to roar. So if we are not the type of people to pop off and advocate for ourselves, if we all, like me, I love to keep the peace. I'm very, very aware of the things that I say and how they may present consequences in the future. Sometimes I'm too aware, aka I'm a people pleaser, right? A recovering one. But I had to square a couple of people off in my life in the past 14 years. And when that confidence hasn't set in yet, that's when we may tend to beat on our chest. I've done a couple of chest beats. I've roared to let people know I wasn't lying. I didn't have quiet power because my boundaries were not confident yet. I perhaps didn't feel like I deserved for people to honor my own space. Maybe I didn't feel like I was enough to take up space. And so that's what this could feel like this week. That Taurus energy is usually a very strong, steady energy. It's practical. It's slow to react. Taurus is stubborn, but Taurus is very thoughtful. It's going to chew on the way it responds. It doesn't get angry very, very quickly. Although all the Tauruses I know be getting pissed off real, real fast. And I have a Taurus moon. My temper a little crazy, but a lot of y'all don't know it. Anyways, the host of Taurus, being Venus, is in Aries. And Venus in Aries is known to air some shit out. She will set this bitch off. Okay? So With that being said, we got a little fire under the earth. There could be some words. You know what I'm saying? And Leo is already like, who you talking to? Because I mean, I'm top two, and I'm not number two. I'm number one. What do you mean? That's expect Mars and Leo, please. So there may be a situation that goes left. There may be some hostile words, a little nuck if you buck, two people who are not trying to back down. So we want to watch what we say, because this energy won't last long and it won't last forever, and we don't want to say something that we're going to regret. So we want to avoid sending some type of email or text. Don't even write it out, because Uranus is going to press send on accident, and now you are having to contend with something that's going to feel very, very cringy and just really uncomfortable at the next cookout. We just want to be mindful and hold our tongues about something. That's why it's a good time to start this week off with journaling and pausing and being, a little low key, and not letting our ego take the wheel on something, because ego will get in there, and then we'll just be unhinged. And we just want to remember that in adulthood with the big capital letters, no one has the power over you until you give it to them. So we got those two transits. Full moon today. Nuck if you buck on Saturday with Mercury and Mars. Fighting words. Spades. Things getting heated. Fall back. Emails came out wrong. Somebody tried to call you out at the meeting. Who they talking to? Just fall back. If it's somebody who says something crazy and you don't even know them like that, I mean, we don't have to show up to every fight that we've been invited to. Okay? So that is all I have for the week. Hey, happy full moon. I am proud of you. And you are doing what your ancestors wouldn't do. Maybe they couldn't do it. You are naming those feelings. You're owning your shit. You're taking charge of your life, and everyone can see it, and I can see it. Look at you, looking like generational wealth and legacy. You go, girl, boy, dad, uncle, if you're listening. All right, y'all. So, y'all have a good week, good full moon, journal, drink your water, hold your crystals. Y'all be well, and I'm going to holler at you next week. Okay, bye. You are listening to the Free Spirit Astrology Podcast.